Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday, and unfortunately Cass is not here today with me, so I am on my own, and he's on a little vacation. I believe he's in San Francisco at the moment, but yeah, couldn't find anyone to sub for him, so obviously it won't be quite as exciting without the effervescent Cassidy here with me, but I'm going to go ahead and plow through and just turn you on to some new releases. Now, the first thing, though, that I did want to do is give a shout out to our YouTube friend, Vinyl Richie, who gave us a very nice shout out on his upload last week, and has, thanks to him, brought us some new subscribers, which has been a really nice thing. So also just wanted to do him a favor in kind and let everybody who watches Fresh Catch, if you want to tune into Vinyl Richie, I'll leave a link down below for where you can look at his stuff. He's very funny, very knowledgeable about music, and he goes into all kinds of catalog, and is, you know, can really talk the talk and walk the walk. So yeah, you may want to you know, gain some new knowledge and see what this guy's into, and he could probably turn you on to some new stuff. So join him over there, and as I said, I'll post the link down below and have a giggle watching him. He's pretty funny. Okay, so now I'm not really going to do a pick of the week this week. What I decided to do was just feature this huge release we've got, because it's in, you know, several formats. So I'm just going to do it a little bit different than Cass and I do it this week, just because nothing is normal today. And actually, I'm not even shooting in the store, as you can see, because I didn't want to run the risk of people walking in while I was just like talking to myself in there. So I'm kind of shooting in the back here today, and I know my lighting is terrible and I look like I'm just coming at you with two black holes for eyes, but whatever with it. Let's just talk about music. Okay, so what I'm going to feature for you is the new Billie Eilish album, and this is called When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? It's on Dark Room through Interscope. And you know, she's only 17 years old, and she's been releasing singles for a little while. I think she got signed to Interscope a few years ago, and you know, has been like recording since she was 16. We weren't sure what kind of artist she was going to turn out to be, and now with this debut, it's pretty clear she's kind of found her feet. And I would say this is heavily influenced by, you know, her predecessors, the people she probably listened to. Lana Del Rey and Lorde would be among them. But I don't know if this is intentional or not, but I was thinking when I was listening to it this morning, it was kind of, some of it really reminded me of like Portishead, Dummy, like with that real heavy bass sound, and it's you know, got the kind of lo-fi feel to it, and you know, she's got a bit of a kind of a jazziness to her voice that's, you know, pretty mature for such a young person. And you know, well, let's see. There's influences of some dubstep and EMD stuff, or I'm sorry, EDM stuff, excuse me. And yeah, so it's on yellow vinyl. Okay, it's 1995, and I think that there was even through Interscope a deluxe glow-in-the-dark vinyl, but I don't know if you can even get that anymore. But anyway, this is on yellow vinyl. We also do have the deluxe CD package, and this includes the CD, 3 lithos, a poster, temporary tattoos, and a sticker sheet, and this is $23.99. But then there's also this big fan pack, this big thick box here, and this one includes, oh, let's see, it's got the CD, 3 lithos, a poster. It has a lime green Billy beanie that comes in here, glow-in-the-dark stickers, temporary tattoos and sticker sheets, and also a pair of lime green shoelaces that also say Billy on them. This is $65.95. I'd say that's pretty much going to be for, you know, a real big fan. But anyway, they're here, so you know, you can get those if you want to check out Billie Eilish. She's kind of really got interesting lyrics, but you know, sometimes when you're listening to her, you kind of you see that you know, she is still a kid, and you know, she's probably going to have a lot of growth as an artist over time, but yeah, pretty good stuff. So check it out if you're interested. And also, okay, in no particular order, we've got some OMD reissues, and these are half-speed mastered at Abbey Road Studios. The first would be, here we go. Okay, this one is In the Dark, and this was originally released in 1980. Then we have 7 months later, they released Organization. Same thing, 1980. All right, and then in 1981, we were brought Architecture and Morality, which is, yeah, really great record, by the way. And 1983 was the year of Dazzle Ships. So all of these reissues, I think there's going to be more in coming months. These are all, let me see, the price on these are all $27.95, and they all come with a download card. So yeah, pretty good. All right, then we have Show Me the Body, and this is Dogwhistle, and this is on Loma Vista. This is an American hardcore punk band from New York, and their eclectic sound, it draws like on hip hop, noise, and sludge metal. So this is their first official album since 2016's Body War, although last year they did release the Corpus mixtape. So in their official statement, they say that this album and our music does not belong to a political party. No authority, political movement, or side may claim the function of our music in this society. This album is personal. It's about and for disenfranchised youth of this city, of this country, and of this earth. It is for our community and anyone who may find shelter within it. It's 1995. I think that's pretty admirable. So there you go. All right, now we also have Creedence Clearwater Revival. These are reissues of their debut and of Bayou Country. These are also half-speed mastered at Abbey Road Studios. Okay, so this one's the debut. It's celebrating the 50th anniversary of Creedence Clearwater Revival. These records have been mastered by Miles Showell at Abbey Road Studios using an exacting half-speed technique for superior sound quality. And they're pressed on 180-gram vinyl, and these are in the original replica jackets, and both of these are $24.95 each. This is the self-titled, and this one is Bayou Country. All right. Next up, we have Uncle Walt's Band, and this is self-titled. It's on Omnivore, and this is a remastered reissue that was originally recorded in 1974. It features a download card with 11 previously unreleased bonus tracks, new liner notes, and includes a history of these American music pioneers. And Lyle Lovett calls this one of the best albums you'll ever want to hear. So, $20.95. Okay, according to Lyle. Now, let's see. Okay, we've got new music from George Strait. This is called Honky Tonk Time Machine. This is on MCA Nashville. And this features God and Country music and Every Little Honky Tonk Bar for $17.95. All right. Next up, we have the soundtrack for Revenge of the Nerds on Real Gone Music. And this is the first time LP reissue of the classic New Wave soundtrack on pocket protector brown vinyl. I don't know that pocket protectors are brown. I always thought they were white, but I guess the guy here kind of has a brown pocket protector, so that's what they're calling it, pocket protector brown vinyl. This is limited to 1,000 copies, and it is $26.95. So there's that. All right, now we also have the soundtrack to The Goonies on Warner Brothers. Okay, this one is one of the most beloved scores of the 1980s, and this is 2 LP set, includes 4 bonus tracks, and all this music was composed by Dave Grusin, who's been knocking around for years. Really, you know, composer, pianist, arranger. He's worked on all kinds of things like 3 Days of the Condor, as well as The Goonies, Tequila Sunrise, Hope Floats, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, Mulholland Falls, and The Firm, just to name a few. Okay, this is $24.95 for that. Next up, we have Kiss World, the best of Kiss on UMG. What can you say about this? It's just 2 LPs of hits on 22, you know, it's $22.95. Like, for example, you know, it's kind of got everything you'd want. It's got Rock and Roll All Night, I Was Made for Loving You, Beth, Lick It Up, Shout It Out Loud, Calling Dr. Love, Christine 16, all that kind of stuff. So now you got it on 2 records, and you can just play your hits, Kiss hits to your heart's content, okay? Next up, we have, all right, Jethro Tull. This was on Chrysalis, and This is the 50th anniversary edition on 180 gram heavyweight vinyl, remixed by Stephen Wilson of Porcupine Tree. And this is $20.95 for, gosh, hard to believe that's the 50th anniversary. My God. All right. Now, speaking of Stephen Wilson, he's also released Home Invasion in concert, this box. And this is on Eagle Vision. It is the third live album by this progressive rock musician. It was filmed on the final night of Wilson's 3-night residency at the Royal Albert Hall in London, which is part of the To the Bone tour. So this, in this box though, is 5 LPs, and it's the whole entire concert. Gosh, I mean, you know, a lot of these songs with these prog rock guys, they go on for a while, so it doesn't look like there's a really long track listing, but there's the whole entire show is here. But having said that, on the 5th LP here, you get additionally included are 3 soundcheck songs, as well as 3 songs taken from the previous night's performance. One is How Is Your Life Today, one is Blackfield, and one is Postcard. And again, none of which were performed during the filming and are therefore exclusive only to the vinyl box here. This is 5 LPs on 180 gram, and it is $82.95. Okay, next up. We have Marvin Gaye, You're the Man. This is on Tamla Motown. This is in 1972 when the world anticipated a follow-up to What's Going On. The single You're the Man emerged, but subsequently a album did not. And so these are, he'd recorded enough for that album and more, but nothing was released. So these are all rare 1972 recordings collected on LP for the first time. It also includes an exclusive essay by Marvin's biographer, David Ritz. This is 2 LPs, $22.95. So that's, you know, that's a pretty special piece this week. And next up, we have Yngwie Malmsteen, Blue Lightning on Mascot Records. Okay. And this is guitar virtuoso Yngwie Malmsteen. I think he's Swedish, I think. He's putting his spin on rock and blues classics on this record, and it's 2 LPs. It's a limited edition that includes 2 bonus tracks, and it's on 180 gram blue vinyl, and it also comes with a download card. But just to give you an idea of the kind of things he's covering on here, he's got things like Foxy Lady, Purple Haze, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Paint It Black, Smoke on the Water, stuff like that. The bonus tracks are Little Miss Lover and Jumpin' Jack Flash. So yeah, if you want to hear how Yngwie puts his stamp on those classic things, you know, I guess he's came from a family that was like, you know, had a lot of classical music, and he's pretty classically trained too, but you know, he loves his rock and blues too. So anyway, there you go. He's been in like rock bands too. I kind of don't know exactly what bands he was in or if he was always a solo artist, but you know, he was popular, especially in the 80s, one of those like metal dudes, you know, so check him out. All right, next we have the wonderful Keith Richards, and this is Talk Is Cheap, and this here is it's the debut solo album of Keith that was originally released in 1988, and this was recorded during a long-standing fallout with Mick, as these two tended to do over the years. But this is the 30th anniversary edition of this. I can't believe that's been 30 years, my God. This is a limited edition on red vinyl, and it's remastered by the original producer Steve Jordan. And it features the singles Take It So Hard, Struggle, and You Don't Move Me. And it's $23.95. And there is actually a huge, big deluxe box that's over like $150, $160 that has all kinds of extra stuff in it too. I think that's going to be a special order for us. So if you want that, come in and let us know. All right, now we have Frank Zappa, Zappa in New York on Discreet Records. And this is a double live album by Frank and his 23rd album overall, released internationally in March of 1978. I think the deal with this was that in 1978, he in his contract had creative control, and I think Warner Brothers, when they put it out initially, I think the album as it was supposed to be, a couple, you know, copies like leaked their way over to the UK, and then a few maybe like cassettes or something in the US. But anyway, then Warner Brothers pulled it, and they took some, material off of it, which changed the track order and everything. I guess Frank was not happy with that and pulled the whole thing entirely. So it's been really hard to get a hold of that. And this is from December of 1976, a series of concerts at the Palladium in New York City. And this is the original album mix plus an additional disc of bonus content and new liner notes. This is pressed in Germany on 180 gram audiophile quality vinyl. It's 3 LPs. It is $36.95. And yeah, that's something people have been waiting for. Okay, so I'll post a list down below so you can see these prices if you didn't catch them as I was going. Wanted to remind you, if you come in the store, if you would like to sign up for our email list, we are sending out emails of just updates of different things. If you're not local and you feel like you would like to be on that email list, you can send an email to Siren. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to post it below too. I'm not sure of the email address, but then if you want to give us your email address, we will put you on the list. Okay. Also, everybody local, want to let you know that there has been the 2 sale bins have been chock-a-block full stocked of new sale items, all kinds of great stuff for you to get for cheaper. So come on in and have a look at those, because they're recently added just right now and they are stuffed full. So there's a lot of really good stuff in there for you. And also, again, want to always just keep reminding you guys to save the date of April 9th. That is going to be a Tuesday, and that is our official pre-record store day kickoff bash that we're having over at Post No Bills in Sam City. It's going to be Taco Tuesday, so the Tacos Don Beto food truck will be there. We are also very happy that the official beer of Record Store Day, which is Dogfish Head, Dragons and Yum Yums, and American Beauty, will be on tap. So there's a lot of fun things. We're going to have giveaways, and Stuart from Livestream is going to be there with the beautiful German Thorens turntables, spinning records, and you can bring your own vinyl, and he will definitely let you see how that sounds on a beautiful Thorens turntable with all the stuff. He might have a few other things too to show. Anyway, Cass, please come back and don't leave me doing this by myself. I'm missing him, and I'm sure you guys are too. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I will see you next time with Cass, and he will be here with bells on, and we will see you then. Thank you. Bye.